Hey guys, Sandy here. I've got something to tell you that will probably save your life for you people that are diesel heater owners. Okay, I'm going to tell you what happened to me and how I fixed it. And I have tore my whole diesel heater apart and put it back together and replaced a bunch of parts. Okay, but the first thing is a diesel heater, and it doesn't matter if it's Chinese or whatever. A diesel heater works on combustion, so I know about combustion, but I was not using my head. So the diesel heater, I always kept it on low because I just thought I was conserving fuel. But the case is, what you're supposed to do with a diesel heater, blow out that soot. Every month, you turn that thing on high, all the way up for 40 minutes to an hour will probably be decent. You can probably get by with 30 maybe. So I did not know this. I've had this thing in since probably 2020, I believe it was, in December. So it's been about 3 years. Love it. It's a Wabasto. But I was sleeping, I was sick, I had a respiratory infection, and I got up in the morning and turned the heat on, and a few minutes, the carbon dioxide detector started going on. Me not thinking I'm sick, I'm like, I don't know what's going on. I just got that thing to shut off. Maybe it was just a fluke. Got it, it went off. And immediately I got back in bed, and it goes off again. I get up, and I go, son of a bitch. I look over, and my diesel heater over there is flashing. I have just a little tiny dial right there. So it was flashing. And I read up on it, and I found out I had soot build up in there, and what it was doing was clogged up and causing my fuel to combustion to come back into the bus. So anyway, how I fixed it, I got a new burner. I cleaned the thing up. It's a Wabasto Air Top 2000 STC. Okay, really nice little thing. I love it. So when I pulled the couch out and got behind it anyway, I could tell right away it had soot even in the bus. It blew back soot inside of the bus where it was sitting at. So I took the whole thing out and cleaned it out. Me and my friend Stacy one day, and I got a new burner and I got new gaskets. Always get those two things. You're gonna need those, and clean the rest of it, but don't submerge anything because it's electrical. So this right here, we accidentally took off this. I think we watched the wrong video, and he said to take these out, but I believe you weren't supposed to, because it was not the blower motor being bad. Okay, and this is what my blower motor should not took these two screws out here. Okay, what the tools you're going to need is like T tools, T10, 15, 20, 25, that little star thing, they're little T tools. That's what Stacy calls them that too. Anyway, so I could not get this back together on this shaft, and I do know a lot about motors, and I didn't want to take a chance of when I finally get this thing back together that it might not work. So, because after, an hour, 30 minutes, 45 minutes, an hour trying, I was like, well, I probably screwed anything up that's going to happen, so I'm just going to get rid of it, So I replaced it. It was like $300. On top of the burner, which was about $175, including the gaskets. I took it all out, I put it back in there in the bus, and it still wasn't working. What happened, man? I have to do some research, don't I? So I'm thinking it's not getting any fuel. It wasn't getting hot. And I was like, stewed on it the next day. And I got underneath the bus, and I pulled that plug, the only electrical plug that would be under there, because it's going to the pump motor for the diesel fuel to pull it from the tank in there. So I tapped on it, that didn't do anything, and I pulled that plug apart, and I realized that the plug that they had sent me that was attached already did not make contact with the one that was already underneath the bus that we had took out originally. put those two together, did a couple of tests and stuff, and put the bus back together. But remember, my friends, my traveling friends, always remember to turn this on. The first of the month I get paid, and by God, I'm going to turn this heater on from now on, because yes, I spent $550 to fix it, but if you look up the one I have, and I think it's about $1,500, because he charged me $2,000 to put it in. I think it was about $1,500. But I know a whole lot about diesel heaters now, so hit me up, guys. I'll see you out there. I'm leaving. I'm heading out into December, heading south.